We got interested in Meredith Nicholson because my dad and his family are from Culver, Indiana. And we were going up there and we discovered the House of 1,000 Candles, the actual house. And we were so interested in it, so we looked for quite some time until we found the book. And we found it in an antique store. And we bought that one. I read it. I don't know if you read it or
I
not.
read it.
Okay, he read that one. Then we started collecting the Nicholson books. We found out there were only a few, and we thought, well, we'll just buy all these books, which we did. I read every one of them and can't remember a lot of the plots.
I think there's 29
But they
of
are
them.
very interesting. They're in the same genre as Gene Stratton Porter.
You've read all 29.
Yes. Every time we get one, I read it, and then I put it on the shelf. We even found what they call a photo play book of House of 1,000 Candles, and it was made into a movie. And there are shots from the movie in the book. I don't know who the actors and actresses were. Nobody we know today. But it was very interesting to have that.
Books we collected down in, was it Fountain Square? Fountain Square.
You
I
got
think
a
I
whole
picked up
box.
11 or 12 of them there. And then we have a good friend in Culver, Ruth Mackey, who owns the Bear Inn, and she has books. I think that's where we got the first
Right,
House of
the first
1,000
one.
Candles. And we just continued to collect anything we can find about him. Some of his books are very good, some are not. I guess it's just what you like. We have checks that he wrote to his secretary. I believe her last name was Watson. And we've collected some speeches he gave. We have autographed copies of books. And we did find one in Williamsburg, Virginia, believe it or not. Nicholson is not known well out of Indiana, so a book that you would pay $25, $30 for here, we got for $2.
So we found the first book, and then once I read it and we found it, we decided, well, let's just buy everything he wrote.
It took us quite a long time because when
It
you got
did.
back some of the older ones,
Some were quite hard to find.
but
We would search antique stores. In fact, the photo play book came from an antique store in Knightstown, Indiana.
Wow.
And we tried to stop there last summer to look for something else, and it's gone. So it's been that long ago that a lot of antique stores have closed
between
shop.
Ruth Mackey and probably the one in Fountain Square, that's where we got most of our books. And just keep looking.
This
There's
house
some
is
authors.
really what I expected it to be like, because it is north of the circle. It's up here where what is it called, the historic Old North Side, something like that. And really, and I've been past it many, many times, but I had no idea you could come in it and look around or have a tour. And then we saw this advertised, and we just had to come.